No cat lover wants to be responsible for their furry friend's unhappiness. And yet, it can happen accidentally or due to circumstances beyond your control. Here are the 5 things that can break your cat's little heart, and how you can hopefully prevent them, as explained in the following video. Number 1. Losing a beloved human. Relationships don't always work out, and sometimes one of the partners leaves the shared home, without the furry friend. Usually, this is the second favorite human, because the favorite human would never give up their cat, not even if threatened with a gun. As much as cats usually focus exclusively on one person and give them their heart, they can still have an attachment to the other person. When that person moves out, it is not only unfamiliar, but it can also break the cat's heart. Fortunately, there is still the favorite human who has taken care of the cat lovingly even before the breakup and who may now be even more relaxed and happier than before. If the second favorite human appears again, it may happen that the cat ignores them, as a kind of revenge for abandoning them. It's a different story when a beloved human dies. Like dogs, cats also suffer from a broken heart, only this time it's impossible to see the favorite human again. This is expressed through meowing, lethargy, loss of appetite, and possibly even aggression. Just like humans, cats need some time to process and overcome their grief. Unfortunately, there is no shortcut for our four-legged friends. Number 2. Suddenly ignoring your cat. We all know stressful situations, and inevitably, so do our cats. Let's say you're moving. For weeks, you've been packing, sorting things out, and moving them to the new home. You're stressed out and constantly on the go, and during this time, you may not have the time to spend with your cat that they need. However, it's essential to spend time with your cat, especially during this time, as the familiar environment is changing too. Perhaps you're also involved in a work project and spend most of your time at the office. Your cat only sees you when you give them food in the morning and evening before you fall into bed completely exhausted. Your furry friend feels not only terribly lonely during this time, but also abandoned and unwanted. The stress you're feeling is also felt by your cat. That's why it's important to take the time to cuddle with your cat every day, despite all the work and exhaustion. What could be more relaxing than a happy and purring cat? Suddenly ignoring your cat can also happen if you've met a new partner. You want to spend time together, and so you're away from home regularly, because taking your cat on a date is unlikely, although that could be pretty funny. But it's more likely that you're away from home for the night. This can quickly lead to insecurity and, in the worst case, separation anxiety and stress, which requires extra attention. Number 3. Losing a fellow cat. This is a nightmare scenario for the remaining cats, and it's on a par with losing a beloved human. Suddenly, the partner with whom you always cleaned each other and slept together is missing. Despite all the fights, a huge gap has now appeared in your cat's life, and all the desperate searching and meowing won't bring the beloved fellow cat back. This void cannot be filled by the other housemates. The little cat's heart is broken and the kitty may lose the joy of their cat life for a while. If other cats live with her, they can naturally provide comfort and over time help heal their broken heart. Number 4. Missing scratching posts. This can be a temporary issue because, for example, you are moving and taking the cat furniture with you. After all, it makes sense to set up some of Kitty's favorite things in the new home so that they immediately provide protection and security after moving in. On the other hand, if you have no scratching posts at all, your kitty won't understand their world anyway. Where are they supposed to sharpen their claws? What should they climb up on? And from where should they view their surroundings inside and outside? Especially if your cat was used to having a great, big scratching tree as a perfect lookout point, it can really break their heart if you simply take it away and replace it with, well, nothing. From our point of view, this may sound a bit exaggerated. After all, it's just a scratching post. But for your kitty, it's a toy, a lookout tower to monitor the events in their territory, a cozy place to linger, and much more all at once. Once they are attached to it, they never want to do without it again. If it breaks, is temporarily unavailable due to moving, or is even selfishly eliminated completely because it takes up too much space in the living room, it hurts the cat's heart more than you might think. Number 5. Ban on outdoor access for outdoor cats. This scenario can become a nightmare for your kitty, but it doesn't have to be. Of course, an outdoor cat appreciates nothing more than wandering through nature every day, sniffing fresh air, dozing in their favorite shady spot, and eating the occasional mouse. The best part is that your cat can come and go as they please and usually does so in a loving home. Now, what if you, for example, had the misfortune of living in a rural area until recently and now have to move to the city on a busy street? Then the great outdoor access quickly becomes a permanent danger for your furry friend. Or one of your neighbors seems to have it out for dogs and cats in the area and starts laying down poison bait. Then it's definitely safer for your cat to stay indoors. All valid reasons to ban outdoor access for your cat, but never forget that you are taking away a great deal of their quality of life that is hard to replace. Once an outdoor cat, always an outdoor cat. The transition from freely roaming outdoors in the green to strictly indoor living is basically impossible and is one of the surest ways to break your cat's heart, even if it seems sensible or safer from our point of view. The only sensible alternative is to provide a large, secured outdoor area in the garden. If that's not possible, problems are almost inevitable, which is why former stray cats are often only placed in households that can provide secure outdoor access by animal welfare organizations. By the way, it's different for cats that have never experienced outdoor access. If the kitties are sufficiently stimulated, have enough space in the apartment, and have many toys, they will miss the outside less and can live a happy cat life even without outdoor access. What do you think? Has your cat ever suffered from a broken heart? Do you want to know what you should never do if you have a house cat? Then click on the image on the left and watch our video about it. Or do you want to know how a cat decides who their favorite person is? Then click on the image on the right to find out.